They promised me my stuff would be here by 6 o'clock tonight.
Hey, Rich, you just came in.
They did?
Yeah.
That was Richard Bloch. He's one of the foremost arbitration attorneys in the country. But this is Bloch's magic act.
That's better.
And that's the real trick.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Dickens Parlor Theater.
Bloch is very, very good at two very different jobs, and he is at the top of the profession in both.
Sue, my wife, asks me many times what I think the division of labor is, and I say it's 80% law and 80% magic.
In order for me to take care that the laws are properly executed.
Sue Bloch is a professor of constitutional law at Georgetown University.
Author, lecturer, mother of our 2 children, and soon to be my wife, Sue Bloch. Bring her back. Misdirection, here she comes.
Misdirection, AKA Sue Bloch, has participated in Richard's magic show for years.
I decided that if he's going to spend that much time, then I should get involved in the act, and now I'm angling for a speaking part. My misdirection is still not speaking, but occasionally I get a few lines.
Some know Bloch from his other life. George Cohen has worked with him for over 30 years.
He has functioned almost all of his professional life as an arbitrator, mediator. In that capacity, I think his reputation throughout the country has been one of the leading lights of that world.
My other life is one spent in a fairly cloistered existence, and I think that this is the outlet that helps me stay sane, because it's exactly the opposite. You know, it's bellying up to the table and sitting and rubbing elbows. Push one forward onto the table. And not that one. No.
Bloch has been inspired by the legendary feats of magic performed by his predecessors.
I started at the age 7, and there was a magic store down the street, and there was a guy in there just doing miracles, and I was hooked. I was instantly hooked, and I said to him, I want to work here. And he said, what's your experience? And I said something like, experience, I'm 7.
Richard Kaufman has written dozens of books on magic and is the editor and publisher of Genie magazine, the oldest magazine in the world dedicated to conjurers.
Rich is highly admired by folks in the magical community. He was highly admired by Orson Welles, who knew a thing or two about how to present good magic.
My intercom rang and my secretary said, someone's on the phone who says he's Orson Welles. And I picked up the phone and I said, bullshit, who is this? And he said, it's Orson Welles. And I said, wow. I said, if you're not, it's a great imitation. And it was he. And he had just bought an effect that I had manufactured.
That's right, manufactured and invented. His company, Collector's Workshop, created some of the world's greatest magic tricks, many still in use today.
What he's done outside the profession of arbitrating and mediating, highly unusual. I mean, it's not just a hobby, it's a profession that he has practiced assiduously.
He does some very amazing and original material that nobody else does. And all of that's come together now in the one-man show, which he now is doing regularly at his own theater.
The Dickens Parlor Theater is the place where Bloch is performing tonight. Richard literally built it with his own hands. Located in Millville, Delaware, it's near the beach, but pretty remote.
What they did with this place is amazing, how they made the theater and stuff.
It's friendly. There are no bad seats. I'm really glad we have it in the community here.
Okay, now, it's a rubber bird, lady.
We have not missed the magician, and there's a different magician almost every week, and we try to catch them all.
It makes you believe in magic.
Would the 8 of clubs ring a bell? Yeah. Yes, it's Bob's card.
Some of them might have been magic, and some of them might have been just a lot of planning.
It was a lot of planning and practicing. From shows overseas, like this one in Japan.
I took it of this picture here, you see?
はい、ここで撮った時間ですね。この5時8分。
Let me show you exactly what I mean.
さあ、これで撮りますと。お！どうして？
To playing probably the greatest magic venue in the country, the Magic Castle in Los Angeles.
Face out toward the audience. Let me see if you're doing this right.
The magic is all about passion and getting the juices flowing. Law should be the type of thing that tempers passions, and magic should be something that inspires them.
It was at 8 o'clock.
The two professions do share some common ground: intimate interaction with people.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. It was perfect.
Yeah, that was good.
What a tough crowd.
All the experience he's had performing at magic conventions, theaters, on cruise ships, all the experience he's had as an arbitrator in convincing people, cajoling people to come to an agreement. Everything he's done in his entire life is what you'd see distilled into that show.
Unbelievable how this could happen.
Richard Bloch is magical. That is to say, magic is part of his life. And on top of that, he has this world of knowledge and experience in his own separate profession. And he's a hell of a terrific guy to be around.
What was the large card that you chose of your own volition?
Jack of clubs.
The Jack of clubs. And what was the small card that you chose of your own volition?
Jack of clubs.
The Jack of clubs. It's unbelievable. Mr. Omniscient.
I wake up every morning feeling very blessed to be able to be doing something that I absolutely love, whether it is the law side or the performing side.
All right, knock it off.
And that, after all, is the trick: leading a life of accomplishment and respect, mixed with a little magic.
Turn it over and show everybody what it is.
8 of diamonds.
The 8 of diamonds. Good night, everybody. Thanks very much.